So, good morning again for the ones who just arrived. I'm starting the recording. Here we can see on the agenda, on the what to do. Participants, please be mute. Cleider, Fabian.
Yes, teacher, I'm here.
Mute yourself, please. So I was hearing what is going on at home.
Sorry.
Switch it off, switch it off. So, first of all, we're going to have a 5-minute activity because this is more or less what I expect you to do next week with your micro teaching. You're going to try to be creative about how to present it. Maybe some of you will just have the theoretical part and the steps, 10 steps. Because today the idea is to create, remember you created a 10-step last class, but you created an activity from an approach, from one method of the humanistic approaches that is called CLL, about recording and listening and dictating. But I want you to transform that activity. I will sit down after this recording with each group or each person. I want you to start telling me 1, 2, 3. So I can assign turns. And by the moment of checking the turn, I will sit down, I will open the email that you sent me this week. Some people were sending it into Sunday. I told you it was okay. So I'm going to see what you did on CLL. And then I want to tell you, okay, this is viable. You can transform it or no. This has nothing to do with constructivism. Create your proposal of constructivism. Because for next class in groups, okay, individually if you prefer, in groups, you will deliver in the Moodle a document that is called micro-teaching from the constructivism perspective. You can give me a document, only one page. This is the assignment today. One page in which you include 2 basic things. I'm going to explain later in the whiteboard. Number 1, in one paragraph, what is your understanding of that, like the theoretical part, according to a document that I'm going to tell you. The name of the document is micro-teaching. So you will have to read the document and then you will, okay, I understand, micro-teaching is this. And then, understanding the theory of micro-teaching, you will create your next 10 steps, today's next steps. Vamos a ver si son los mismos si les sirven los de CLL, que era un método. But today we're going to take it from the constructivist perspective or observation or position. Clear so far? I'm going to have this 5-minute activity about suggested period. And then 3 people, I don't really remember the names, Herrera maybe, one. Those 3 people are going to share their ideas about constructivism. And maybe those people will have the 5%. Remember that there is a 5% in this part that is called oral report. So for example, you 3, I remember Camila, Paula, I don't remember, Lisette maybe. Remind me now, you can use the chat. You 3 will speak during some minutes using your camera because this is the obligatory requirement for the oral report. Those 3 people will do it today. Maybe 5 people will do it next class and some people will do it in 2 weeks. And we have like 1 month for that, like 3 weeks more or less. Is it clear so far? This is 5%, that is the oral report. But I just wanted to mention as, let me put it in the percentages thing. Maybe bigger. So this, wait a minute, wait, where is it? Right there, the pen. This activity, today only 3 people will get the 5% of oral report. Next week, some people will speak about transfer or the last theory. Some people will speak about their class. The idea is to have some minutes on camera speaking about something, yeah. But these 3 girls, they already have the diagram. They created voluntarily a diagram, you know, and they are going to present it. Of course, they have any technical issue or something like that, we will see. So I repeat, I present the agenda, 1, in a following, we can say that in a sequence is an agenda. 2, 3 people will present that. And number 3, then I will explain, maybe Isabel, I already, if you are there, I'm not sure, but in the WhatsApp group, I already shared the document. So you will have to read the document, and according to that document, you will create a new page that you will upload in Moodle. This is 5% nota. So if you don't send it to me, you don't have that 5%, all right? We have to agree today about the deadline, about when we can present it as a limit, no more than that. And maybe like in 30 minutes, like 10 a.m., maybe like 10 a.m. or before or later, 5 minutes later, I don't know, about, we can have this revision of the emails that you send me, so you can start working on your proposal. Can you modify? Can you adapt the proposal, the 10 steps or the decalogue that you sent me last week? Or do you have to create a new decalogue or a new procedure, no procediment of your new activity, or is the same activity? We are going to discuss with the groups. So let's start with activity. This is important that you let me know if you are listening to me well. Are you seeing me? You don't really need to see me in this second, but listen. It's a matter of respect for the class, but no, the teacher also, no, for yourselves, for your own learning. I will ask you to be totally attentive, listening to what is going on in the following sequence. In 1 minute, you will listen to something, okay? If you want to take notes, it's up to you, if you prefer, or if you just want to listen attentively, but try to make sure that you don't have like distractors or distractions around, okay? 1 minute, and we start this activity. That is the Suggestipedia activity in action. Questions so far about the agenda, about what to do today, about what we are doing in this moment, about the class we are in. LAT, I like to call it. LAT, Language Acquisition Theories, yeah. Okay, so the idea, accomplishing the objective of the week. Before, we have to finish this thing of the humanistic approaches. Remember, those are approaches. This is not a theory of as such, because those are 4 different methods. You explore already, CLL, TPR, and now let's work on Suggestipedia. Well, let me know if you're ready with the chat or on the microphone. If everybody's ready, sorry, and I can start sharing the info. Please. Can I?
Yes, ready.
Thank you so much. So, good morning, students. You will be in a class, and this class today, English class, is about prepositions. This is a whole list that you will find in life, but this is very concrete about which particle goes next to the verb. Very typical mistake, my friends, that you say, listen music. You know that a good strategy for improving your pronunciation, your vocabulary, is listening to music. It's mandatory, it's obligatory that listen always goes with to. Another one that comes to my mind, go to, go into. Go always never, almost never goes alone. It needs a preposition. So in concrete, we're going to be working on prepositions about to and which verb requires this preposition. So I just need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different volunteers, or if there are not 8, as a matter of checking also, as a way to check attendance, I would like you to read on the clockwise, you understand? Como las manecillas del reloj, clockwise direction, travel, contribute, just read it, please. Number 1, who's there? Who's around? It takes 30 seconds.
I travel to work by train.
Wait a minute, I want to see the microphones. Okay, so I check attendance. Camila, go quickly.
I travel to work by train.
Angie Lorena. No?
Yeah, contribute to the fine for the needle.
Camila Bulla.
I am going to
Quickly.
devote myself to playing the piano after I retire. Happen to.
Carolina Salamanca.
Something awful happened to your car.
In past happens. Yeah, it's good. Next one. Maybe Camilo. No, sorry, Carlos or Isabel.
Although, where's
Prese
there?
presentarse. Introduce to o presentarle a alguien.
Introduce to. Allow me to introduce myself to you.
Presentarme a alguien. You don't say present to. No, introduce. Next one, please. Who's there? Isabel, maybe Janice, Jessica. So you, as I mentioned your name.
Isabel, invited. Have you been invited to their party?
Okay, next one. Juan Felipe, Juan Felipe. There are two Juan Felipes. Claudia Fabian, Lady Garcia. Someone speaking?
Me, teacher Clayder.
Okay. Do it quickly.
Pray
Two more.
she prayed to God for an end to her sufferings.
And the last one. Somebody, Jessica, Janice.
When are you going to respond to my letter?
Okay, thank you. So you will never forget there are mandatory verbs and mandatory prepositions. Those are typical ones that you will never forget. And I included listen to. Okay, now I'm not gonna read the story again, but I'm just gonna give you 2 minutes, 2 minutes by clock. And I would like you to try to find examples of this, the information that I am presenting you. I'm going to try to find those examples in the following text, okay? Are you ready? I'm presenting the text for how long? 2 minutes. During 2 minutes, please concentrate, take a picture of the picture, take your notes, find your strategy, find examples of prepositions, but mainly preposition to and the verb that goes with the preposition to in the following text. 3, 2, 1, it's coming. Oh, it's not there. Just a second. I'm presenting you the text. And as I finished like in 5 minutes, please, Camila and the presenters today, let's be ready. I need to see you all. It's coming, it's coming. Okay, share screen, I got it. And presentation today, LAT. Much better. This is later. Now, this is the story. 2 minutes. You know what it is about? I want you to read it concentratedly. What feelings would you be feeling? That's redundant. And remember the task. Find examples. 2 minutes starting now. Find examples of prepositions and verb preposition to. Ready? Everybody clear with instruction? Start.
Yes.
2 minutes by clock. Okay, that was 2 minutes of background music. I hope you were liking it. Because last time I just presented the text and I read it. You know, that's what you have to do. The moment is called concert, when you read the text aloud to your group in a, of course, face-to-face program, regular program, as the one that you are signed to. Let me see. Okay. I remember, and I read it aloud with some emotion, but I didn't want to waste time today. But I would like you to use that. Remember, it's a method. One day with one group as a way of getting the attention. Maybe you are at the back of the group. You are not the protagonist of the class. You are not the main character, but learning. So everybody can be sitting down in a circle and you like maybe turn off the light. Everybody can close their eyes and listen to the music as they listen to the story. Once upon a time, there was a young man, blah, blah, and you change your voices and emotions. Please, task number 1, on the chat, you're going to write as many examples that you found on the text, please, that you found on the text about prepositions. I just want to give you a distractor, you know, and I'm showing you an image that doesn't have anything to do with the text, and it's a little bit like the opposition of memory and suggestibility. I'm just presenting you the most common model of memory. 1, to distract you, and number 2, because I want to see how your memory is going to work. But remember, examples of verbs and their preposition, but mainly examples of to and which verb. I'm going to read it. 5 minutes for that, please. Especially those people that I haven't called in the attendance, I will allow you to put a sentence. So I know maybe it's having a problem to do with the internet, with the microphone, but it's putting a sentence. Okay, married to, agree to, depend on, to be aware of, decide on something. Good, married, casarse con, in Spanish you say casarse con, but you marry to a person in English. To be addicted to something or to a person, to someone. But Angie Lorena, I don't get your question, or speak up if you want to speak out, if you want to open your microphone. Teacher, what is to need to give you before? I understand, Angie Lorena. Is it an example? Okay,
No,
3
teacher,
examples.
it's about what, sorry, is the activity that you mentioned, but I'm not sure it is today or
About the
to...
macro teaching, that you heard something about the macro teaching.
Yeah, you mentioned something
You
before
have
the
1 week.
10.
You have 1 week to work on that. You don't have to give it to me in the next hour. You have 1 week
Okay.
before next class, and next class I can grade you on that.
Okay, teacher, sorry. Thank you.
But for example, Angie, if you prefer, you can do 2 things. You can kill 2 birds in 1 shot. Maybe you open your camera, so that's gonna be your oral report, 5%. And then you can also present your constructivism microclass, and that is the other 10%. If people, they only uploading the document to the Moodle, eso ya vale 10%. Yes? No, sorry, 5%, that is 5%. But don't worry, I'm going to show you the steps and the deadline and everything at the end, okay? 1 more minute, please open your microphones now. About who would like to say something about the contrast between memory and suggestipedia? somebody. And about this is the text. Yeah, many examples. Good. Ready. And I would like to tell you this. Look, in the first moment, the ciphering, I introduce what? the list of prepositions, yeah, but specifically particular lexis, particular more, let's say, closer content. Presented you the slides. Maybe for children you can adapt it for with images, you see, and the text will be like less complicated. This is the creator, you know, he's a Bulgarian guy from psychotherapy, Georgi Lozanov, and he was worried about a different, a creative way to learn languages. But many people call it a pseudoscience. I like to call it a method. One of the methods that make part of the humanistic approach. So recalling a little bit about the humanistic is something about the whole, el entero, the human, about the integrity, all the capacities, the different intelligence that the person can have, and the different talents and competences. And we were learning about concept creation. Good. Something else here? Now, a different moment of the class would be number 2. I present you with examples. For example, I took from the web page, for instance, and you complete it. John went to, but also we can find into the store, went down the store, maybe you have to, and the last part is completed with open words. To the store, in the corner, in the city. So you use double preposition, but indicating places of the city, and verbs and prepositions. You know, I didn't start the class like, okay, today's prepositions, this is the rule, memorize them, and tomorrow we have a test about that. I try to use this Subsidistopedia and the music, all right? Maybe, definitely it works with adults, and in groups, really you don't have to have a lot of material for that, a lot of infrastructure, but maybe a space to sit down or a room and something to play music with. Nowadays you can do it with a cell phone, you see, you don't need a big speaker for that. And you are interacting with people. You are not the protagonist, as I'm telling you, but it's interacting. Yeah, you can say, oh yeah, Vygotsky, sociocultural theory. Okay, why not? You can take it from there, but it's method in which I induct with music and then present this. And the second part is 3 parts only. Presenting the information, the materials. Number 2, concert session, what I did with the music, and I work with poses and emotions, and you see, read the text at normal speed, intoning some words, and that's it. Well, and those are some problems, disadvantages. The third moment is like, okay, what are we going to do with this? Now you know, and now you practice some examples, you participated, you completed sentences. The third step is production. What are we going to do with that knowledge? Okay, that would be the third phase of Suggestopedia. Those are some problems, and I'm gonna read them aloud. But take some seconds to read them, yeah? And I can tell you it's something lovely for students, but for teachers it's time consuming. For you, this time was easy. The activity was given over a web page, but as you prepare it, it takes time, all right? Conclusions about the humanistic approaches, maybe? CLL, TPR, typical first response. This one is Suggestopedia. It's about the human in the whole. Well, camera done. Stop working now. Hi, battery. Yeah, I'm gonna have to charge it. So after this conclusion of the humanistic approaches, you can give me your insights, your opinions about this method. Would you use it? Is it too basic? Depends on what? Let me know your impressions about Suggestopedia. One of the 4 methods of the humanistic approaches. But now we have to start with this week, which is about constructivism. 3 people will open their cameras as I connect also mine. And well, please, I listen to you. There are 2 who are here, I guess. Yeah. Lisa, maybe, and Camera Camila. And the other one, Paula, I will need to share the screen because it's a very interactive diagram. So let me know who starts. Very easy. I propose the 3 of you, if you are online, I haven't checked really. You can just open the camera, you speak 2 minutes, you interact like in a TV program. We present the 3 diagrams, you compare them, but you don't need to be experts and speak 1 hour about that, all right? I just know that you read and you know something about constructivism. I'm asking you to share that info, that knowledge to the class. Is it clear, the three of you? Two or one? Can I see you? What to do?
Perfect.
Oui, oui. Te
Sorry, I
escuchamos
didn't
bien.
understand what we had to do.
To speak? Camila, Paula, and Lisette? I'm not sure. I didn't see. Speak about this. The three people will have their show time. Salimos de ese porcentaje, una que se llama oral report, 5%. As I see you speaking about this. Or is not clear? Guys. Anyways, the rest of you can start taking notes, compare your diagrams or infograms, whatever you broke today, to the ones that I am presenting you. What is it missing? Make your comments, maybe. Yeah, everybody may be consulted. Everybody was ready about constructivism, but I'm asking only those three people today. If there is any volunteer, maybe 5 people. Teacher, I want to create a video about this. Okay, those people will have the 5% by presenting their video about their diagram or infogram. Not everybody will do the same topic, but everybody will do the same amount of work. I know I have to change it. The position to the
Okay,
chart.
teacher. I suppose I have to talk about my mind map. So can I
Yeah.
share my screen, because I'm seeing that you don't have mine.
But I have yours. It's just that
Yes.
I will share. Yes, I will do it in a second, Paula.
Okay.
If
Okay.
you want, you can. So you just focus your attention on your presenting your ideas on the camera, and I present the material for you, right?
Okay.
But wait a minute, that I am fixing also my own camera because the charger is kind of far, and you know, it changes everything. Charger. I got it. Much better, much comfortable. Right there, cool. Okay, so you can give me just like a comment about this that I am presenting, and in a second I am presenting yours, okay? Just let me know. Is it similar? Compare it. You like it? You hate it? Why?
I like she uses like the images. She used some keywords. I don't have keywords in mind. And we talk about the same thing, that is that the knowledge in constructivism is something that has to be innate. In my mind map, I use it like the this theory focuses more on like the student has to construct their own knowledge, and at the same time, I suppose she has like different ideas like mine. I did really summarized. I just put like who is Piaget, which is the student's role, what is constructivism.
You're seeing it now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Teacher, could you just pause it, because like that it's like
Yeah, sure. Just so
okay.
sorry.
Okay,
Like
so
that?
yeah. Okay, so I put it like what is constructivism and like the idea I said before, and who is the father of constructivism, that is Jean Piaget, and what he did, why he is important. He's an epistemologist and biologist, and he is the one that created the theory of cognitive development theory, that is the 4 stages that he has, and the pre-operational stage, the cooperational stage, and so on.
Formal
And
operations, concrete operations, and
yes.
what else?
I'm not sure, teacher. I don't remember that well. I'm sorry. The characteristics is that it's problem solving, critical
Yes.
thinking, the importance of having like new ideas, to experiment with like the knowledge they have, like that. How do you say that? Like that bond they have between the knowledge they already have and the new knowledge they want to have. And
You know,
I
Paula,
think
everything's okay. I just want to mention that I was seeing sentence by sentence. Here, there is something in past, so maybe you put it in present because you said as something they built, que construyeron, but I guess it's constant. It's a process, so they build it.
Yes,
But I guess
sorry.
it's something easy. But you understand
Yeah.
the issue between present and past.
Yes.
And well, I would like to, with your permission, I would like to use it maybe this week or next week in a forum so I can place it there and people can see it more interactively. They can click on either. But
Yes.
well, cool. And only you, because I would like to see here who else. Maybe wait a minute. I want to make sure if you want to give me. It was Lisa Lorena. Yes. And about the other one that you saw to finish, Paula, your intervention. You want to mention something about Maria Camila's mind map?
Camila and I have like some of ideas that we have like similar,
Yep.
like the problem solving thing and the critical thinking, but she makes it like more general, like talking about that it can be critical, cultural, social, radical, and like the differences between radical and social constructivism. So I think it's like a good idea to understand more that there are different types of constructivism.
Okay, good.
She talks about the issues. I didn't take it into account. I just wanted it to be more like simple if someone wanted to read it. I like the idea that she used colors, because the colors can take you to different like ideas and you can understand more. So I think it's really good. I
Yes,
love it.
Paul. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
going to post the 3 that I worked on today. And I'm going to ask you a favor, Paula, is just to be like the moderator of the forum. But don't worry, it's not for this week. Next week, we're going to create a forum with these 3. So you will be the moderator, maybe. This is your last step to be closer to the 5. But I guess you're
Okay,
done.
so
You're done. You finish this oral report. This 5% is done by you.
teacher, but to be moderator, I have to like give comments in like a forum or something like that, or
Yeah,
I
but it's next week. Next week
okay.
you will say, people, please focus your comments about this, or let's be more academical, or let's use good spelling and capitalizing. You correct you analyze language and maybe the content that is focused
Okay.
about the constructivism, the characteristics, the definition. It's gonna be a very easy forum next week. But now starting, Paula, thank you so much. Good
Okay,
job.
teacher.
The
Thank you.
only one today, I guess. And I guess I'll have to present the assignment. Lisa Lorena, something to say,
Yes.
something to present. You're going to
Yes.
speak.
You have
So,
my presentation. I want to explain.
so can I see you, or what's going on? Mhm. Okay, wait for. I got it. So you have 2 minutes. Say something, please, about it. Maybe collaborating or contradicting what Paula said.
But I can see my presentation.
It's charging. I don't know. Wait. Let me try again. I was now. Sorry. So,
That is okay. For me, I divide like layers. Constructivism. The first knowledge. It is constructed by that innate. Um, Also, it tells you metacognition skills. You are conscious of what you are learning. Also, you can have the opportunity to connect like your prior knowledge with the new that you are learning. For constructivism, learning is a social activity because through interaction you learn. But also it's a personal process because it's based also on your own experiences and you process all the information that you learn through interaction. It is contextual um, because most of the activities used in this approach are like based in your real context. It's not instantaneous. That is related with that it is not innate but constructed, and it is an active process. In teaching, is student centered. Teacher is not the main, yeah, like the main character of this. He's like a guide, and it develops a problem-solving environment.
yeah, wait a minute. Don't want to be rude with you, Lisa Lorena, but the thing is that you touched the point about the assignment, about what is next. So, number one, very good. I would like you to, with your permission, to take your diagram for a forum next week. And next week, you will, like Paula, you will be moderating the forum, both of you. So you will be closer to the 5, right? 5% of oral report, you're done. Now, just a question, 2 questions, Lisa Lorena, and we finish. Number one, do you understand what you have to do during next week, during week 13? Do you understand?
In the forum?
No, this is next week. No, I'm talking about the assignment. The micro teaching. So you are going to use this that I am circling to start analyzing. So you will have to create in your group one page, only one page, remember? In one is summarizing what is micro teaching, what micro teaching is. And in the other one, the 10 steps or the 10 proposals. And maybe you can adapt the same email that you send me, or you have to create a new one from the constructivism. But you have to adapt one activity or one micro class, you understand? It's not one semester, it's not 1 hour, it's 1 week, it's only like 20 minutes, 30-minute moment that you have some group to do something. Is it clear for you, Lisa Lorena?
Teacher, yes.
So individually or in group, as you prefer, you will send me during the week in the Moodle, you will upload, you will submit a document in Word or in PDF or in PowerPoint, as you prefer, one document in which you tell me, okay, Lisa Lorena understand in this paragraph what is constructivism, micro teaching, what is micro teaching, and in the other one, she understands constructivism in 10 steps or in a decalogue, as you prefer. Clear?
Okay. Yes, teacher.
Last question, Lisa Lorena. Ouch, sorry. About this. How different? You see it? What elements did she include that you didn't, or that you did, she didn't?
She has branding, like she divides the radical and the social constructivism, and that's good. They also include the authors, like the contributions. It has also characteristics of how learning is involved in this approach. Yes, they use like what skills it develops like social, cultural, critical, problem solving.
And finally,
Um,
Lisa Lorena, the one that is in blue, that is learners construct their own learning. How? It says by at the end.
Yes.
By making one, making.
So some of new experiences. Yes, they explain this part more than me. That is good. And yes, I put that is also connected with experience, but I put like in separate ways. And that
So
is
okay, that's it. Please, in your document that you will create for this week, you don't have to send it to me. The deadline will be next week before the class by 9 a.m. No more Moodle. Understand? So you have 1 week. And I want you to think about how you are going to make 10 steps or a decalogue to make the students have experiences and contrast with the previous knowledge. Clear? Is it super clear for everybody or not? Thank you. They say you have your grade already. You can switch it off, you one, and the rest of you. Anything else? Well, I guess I'm going to explain what to do for next week, the same that of the micro teaching. Just a second. LAT again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Only 3 pieces of info for you. In your document, how you're going to put this into practice, how you're going to compare the email that you sent me about a humanistic approach. Now we are going to adapt it, transform it, or just start over about these elements in 10 steps. If you prefer option 1, you can do a procedimiento. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or just a decalogue. 10 ideas, 10 principles about my class. How I'm going to present my class from the constructivism theory. Yep. This stage is important because it's the second part of your assignment. Remember the first part, I already gave you a document about micro teaching, and I would like you to read that document and contrast. It's like a summary. The first part of the assignment is like a summary. Micro teaching. I understand what micro teaching is. I can adapt it. I can take it to my class like this. And the second part is the 10 steps or the decalogue in which you materialize that theory, that understanding of the text that you have to read. It's 9 pages. It's not that extensive. But please, if you work in group, don't divide the text. 2 pages you, 2 pages. No, it's better that you take 1 day or 2 days to read the 9 pages, and then you can construct your definition of micro teaching. And then after that, in the second part, the 10 steps. You can take the same activity that you use in the email, remember? You can take the same activity. Just to finish, I want to work with one group, only one group, voluntarily, who would like to, in this moment before the recording stops, who would like to see the email that you sent me some days ago, so I can tell you, okay, this is good. Tell me, or you can transform it or what? Paula, tell me.
Teacher, Camila just wrote me by WhatsApp and she told me she had a problem with her computers. That's why she didn't
I
participate.
understand. Tell her not to worry, that she did a good job with her mind map. I will only require her next week or in 2 weeks to appear 1 or 2 minutes to have like a conclusion, but that's it.
Okay.
I will ask her 1 or 2 questions. Let me know if she doesn't have a camera during the rest of the semester, plan B or plan C, we can find it, but I need this interaction with you on the camera. It's very important. Thanks for letting me know. Let her know not to stress, not to worry, because I know she did a good job so far. Okay?
Okay.
Well, last part of the info. One email Somebody, any group? You understand what to do? Is there any volunteer who would like to check the email? It was just activity in group, but don't you stress because it didn't have to be perfect. What has to be almost perfect is your document, your proposal for next week in group. I'm coming.
Teacher, I want to pass with
Yeah.
my group about my
okay.
decalogue.
I can give you a comment about wording or organization, como redacción in general,
Okay.
and I want to see your proposal. Maybe it works, it fits, or maybe it doesn't fit. So when did you send it?
Carolina sent it
Carolina.
the last week, the same day.
Diana Carolina, let's see. Diana
One.
Carolina, CLL steps. Okay. So, oops. Okay. And then we have the 10 moments. I see them. A little bit of suggestibility, but no, it was not suggestibility, it was CLL. Okay. I could say, yeah, it's communicative and is meaningful and it involves collaboration. Yeah, images, sensorial feeling. Yeah, of course, sensorial experience, sorry, and feelings. Let's see if you can adapt it. Let's see the document of micro-teaching and let's see if you can leave it the same, can be the same, but the important is that you can defend it theoretically from the constructivism. For example, okay, number 6, according to Vygotsky, or according to Piaget, we can see that this is a stage that each step or each phrase you can justify it theoretically from the constructivism. Like, please take the elements from the diagrams that we just saw and construct like a theoretical explanation. Maybe in front or next to it. If they don't correspond, if you see, no, this is very related to the conduct or to the behavior, so it's behaviors, or maybe it is very cognitivism. But remember, we are in social constructivism, one of the social theories, but it's cognitive also. It requires brain and a lot of interaction. Yes, well, maybe in the last part about the assignment, search about the differences between mammals and reptiles. For what? Or to do what? Because if you ask them, search, consulte, buscar, yeah, maybe in concrete, search about the difference to create a chart or to create a voice recording or to create a video, I don't know, you see? The last part, maybe you can put it more materialized into a product that is constructed, that is the construction. Clear? Not clear. So you have more or less the part of your, more or less the part of the assignment. You only have to read the text and construct the first part, which is the explanation of a microclass, micro-teaching. Got it?
Okay.
Anybody?
Teacher,
Thank you.
Yeah, my friend.
will you check it out? My group. Well,
Cleider Fabian. Yeah, sure.
Menko Rodriguez.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, it's. I suppose Camila sent you. Camila Amador.
Send it. So I'll correct yours and I'll stop the recording. That's it. So everybody can have an idea of what to do. We see if it adapts or it doesn't. Agree?
Yeah. Teacher, basically, what we have to do for the following class is that you say many things at the same time. I got lost.
Upload a document. Upload one document with 2 parts.
I understand that, like, we have to write like the concept of micro-teaching and then a decalogue, but about constructivism. Yeah, it's like that.
The diagram.
But you have. Wait a minute! Don't confuse me, Mr. Menko. Wait a minute. We're talking about the assignment. We're not talking about diagrams. Okay? The assignment is a document. You can send it in PDF or in Word, but not 2 pages. It's only in 1 page. And the first part has the definition, your summary of the reading of micro-teaching. What is micro-teaching? Okay. And in the second part, I want you to tell me your understanding of micro-teaching in your decalogue or in your steps, in your 10 steps, but now you have to adapt them, not from the CLL, communicative language learning method. Now you have to adapt those to the constructivism theory. Okay, you have to justify each step, but you have to send me a solid document that explains, la gente, in number one, la gente entendió el documento de micro-teaching, and number two, the new 10 steps, but now from the constructivism perspective. That's it, 2 parts. It's one document with 2 parts.
Okay, according to our activity or no?
Yes, the same
Yes?
activity. The same
Okay.
activity that you sent to me. That's why I'm going
More
to show
clear.
you when I finish with you. Clearer.
Clearer, yeah. Because
This is the importance of the last part of the class, because I explained the assignment. I just, during the class, I mentioned many things about the assignment, the connection to the class, but this is the moment to have everything clear, please, for everybody. Individually or in group, you send me one document in Word or in PDF, but don't send it to my email, no. Send it in the Moodle, upload it in the Moodle, okay? 1 person per group, and in week 14, semana 14, I yo abrir el espacio, okay?
Okay.
And it's only
And the diagram?
one page document, and tell me?
And the diagram, teacher, because...
The diagram is for yourself, friend, I mean.
Yeah, but if on the following week, or we are going to finish to explain that, or we have some laureate.
If you want, you can create a video, or I can create a space for you at the beginning, next class, 5 minutes, but I guess too many people presenting the same thing. No, you will have to be creative. See? Okay, you created the diagram, good job. But,
Yes, yeah,
okay,
yes.
let's turn it into a 2-minute video. How are you going to present it in a 2-minute video? Ya saldría ese 5% de oral report que se llama.
Teacher, is mandatory to like create a new activity or something about the same topic? Or
No, it's the same activity. You can use the same activity, but adapt it or justify it from the constructivism. This is the challenge. Who sent it? You said, Claire.
Camila Amador.
Camila Amador.
El segundo intento, profe. El primero siempre me queda mal.
Ahí se hablan todos.
Para todas las segunda vez.
Okay. CLL activity. Yeah. Good. Attend. This is classwork. Good. Let me see the theory. This is similar to what you have to do, but now from the constructivism. Just that the first part is based on a document. En el documento que van a ver como tal, vamos a ver si sí o no hay constructivismo. Claro, eso es para justificar la primera parte. But the second part is the most important, is the steps. Okay. Level, easy level. Previous knowledge, you can see location. Rehearsing. Yeah, because this is the key of communication, language learning. De ese método, la clave es ensayar. Rehearsing, practice, training. Pero como en constructivismo, si entra o no entra esa parte de rehearsing, la justifiquen, la quitan, la ponen, you adapt it. Sorry about the Spanglish, but I want to make sure about this part for you, everybody. Good, yeah, this is clear enough. This is like the justification analysis of information. A little bit of theory, more procedure. Quería que se casaran con idea. Algunos hicieron decálogo, otros hicieron un procedimiento de 10 pasos, otros hicieron solo 10 ideas frente al tema. Yeah, 10. As I am telling you, active role of the teacher and student, esa idea me casa perfectamente en constructivism. Active role of the student more than the teacher. The teacher is a guide. You see, you change the last step. And in the last part, I don't know if it is a step. What is the homework? What is the last part? What is the assessment? ¿Cómo es la evaluación? What is the assessment of this part? So you have to make it more concrete, maybe, with a product or moments in the class. Remember, that is micro-teaching, entonces la vamos a adaptar a media hora. 5 minutes, something like that. Pero por eso toca leer el documento de microteaching. En la primera parte me muestran que entendieron por microteaching, constructivism, microteaching, and then aquí lo demuestran su conocimiento en los 10 pasos, en la luz del constructivism. Can we finish, friends? Anything else? You saw 2 examples, what we were going to do. If somebody else wants to stay after the recording, I can help 1 or 2 groups. But I guess it's clear enough what you do. Read, please, the material is already on the WhatsApp group. And after you read the material, you create your document. You have 1 week. What I'm going to do when I finish this is to make available the space in the Moodle. Okay. So you can upload it there. Maybe some people will upload it today. Okay, sure, you have the time, do it. But you have 1 week for next class. Anything else, friends? We can conclude.
Teacher,
Speak.
es que, when I attend your class, sometimes I feel like lost because you explain. Sometimes you explain like several things at the same time, and I feel lost because I don't know what I'm gonna do now, what's next. And I have like problem with that because it's not personal. It's not personal. But I would like to, like, I don't know, like you to make like a document or the steps that we are gonna follow in the class, if it's possible or something.
Somebody please can open the microphone because I gave you the possibilities. I don't want you to get married to one. That is my proposal, but I gave you 3 possibilities. Somebody can mention, please, the ways to deliver the Moodle, please.
Okay, I will explain you like I understood it. So if I explain it like that, I suppose you will understand it. So I think it's like that. Okay, so you have to create like a Word document.
Word
So,
or PDF or
yes,
PowerPoint?
how
No
do you
problem.
want it? And the first part you have to do is to read like the document the teacher sent us. That is
Yes.
about micro teaching. And the second part is that you have to write like a little paragraph or summarize like what is micro teaching. Okay, so
Exactly.
Okay.
so you just have to put like the characteristics and what is micro teaching. That's all. After that, you have to like start like doing a paragraph. Okay, not a paragraph, like a decalogue, explaining like a micro teaching activity, but about constructivism, but not like a new one, adapting the CLL activity you already did. You understand
Okay.
it? Yeah?
Yes, yes.
Okay. I suppose it's like that.
Yes,
Okay.
it's
Thank you,
perfect.
Paula. Thanks a lot. Thanks, teacher.
Okay.
But I cannot give you like, okay, download this document and complete this, and this is the link. I cannot give you everything, so process. And I can
No,
also give
teacher.
you the freedom about PDF, Word document, maybe a slide, but only 1 page. Remember, this info has 2 moments, 1 paragraph and the 10 steps. Don't send me 3 pages document. It's only 1 document, 1 page document, as you prefer to upload it in the Moodle. Are you seeing the info that I'm presenting in the assignment? There is a mistake in assignment, thanks. Wait, assign. But let me know if you understand this clear enough. And assign. Thanks, Paula. Yeah, it was more than clear. Basically, as I am telling you, this is the importance of the last 5 minutes of the class, because I am explaining what to do. Assign. Sorry, it's not like that. Yes, GN. But please speak. I don't want to feel that somebody is not understanding. And you didn't ask because you are afraid of asking. No, be relaxed. The last activity of CLL, did you put a grade? No, I'm telling you, this was classwork, like checking attendance. I saw, okay, this person is in the class, somebody didn't write, so this person is like didn't attend last class. But this one that I am asking you, this document that I am presenting here, this assignment, Yes, I told you that it was 5% of, this is a grade. This is, yeah, this is. Because last class was an attempt to make the groups, you see, to see the way that you are organizing ideas. Because this is also English class. And I read the mistakes in wording and reaction. That's why. That was an activity, that was an exercise of wording, reaction, to learn CLL. But this is great. This is about the constructivism, and this is a great. Conclusion, now, one paragraph about what did you understand from the text that I put in the WhatsApp. It's a 9 pages text. And number 2, with that information in your mind, let's organize 10 steps. Si quieren dejar los mismos, si quieren organizarlos, adaptarlos de lo que llamaban enviado. Pero es que esos estaban desde Communicative Language Learning. Y hay pasos que no se adaptan al constructivismo. That's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Okay,
teacher.
1 minute until 22:21 for questions or clarifying, even in Spanish. Come on, feel free to do it. So I stop the recording in 1-2 minutes. About the forum, Paula, Camila, and Lisette. Next week at 9 a.m. I will tell you, please go to this forum. This is your pictures and be active. But in this moment, don't worry about that. Worry about the assignment. Clear? Paula, Lisette, and Camila. Camila's not here, but
Yes,
share
teacher.
with her. Thanks.
Camila told me that she wanted to present her like mind map the next class because she couldn't like use her.
As I told you, we already saw her diagram, so she will
Okay.
just have 1 or 2 minutes on camera to give a conclusion. I ask her a question, and that's it. Right?
Okay.
Is there any volunteer who would like to transform these diagrams, like later maybe, into a video, a 2-minute video? It's not obligatory, but so you will have this other 5% of oral report. Hay una parte 5%, los que no estuvieron explicable. Se llama oral report. So it's speaking on camera.
Oh, yeah, but I don't have the result. Okay, can I? Okay, basically, I can explain constructivism by video.
Okay, you can be one volunteer, but not everybody. So you can only transform your infogram, your diagram, whatever, into a short video, no more than 2-minute video, 2 minutes maximum.
Okay, teacher, but I have to send you by email. Through.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. But only 5 people. Maybe you can be one if there are formal volunteers, but not everybody will do it. Not everybody has to do it. This is obligatory for everybody. What I'm showing you in this moment in the screen, this is the homework. Week 14, go to the Moodle and you find the space and you upload it there. 1 page. Clear enough? Thank you so much. Okay. Is that it? Can we leave?
Sorry, teacher, I have the last question. Is mandatory to the 5% of speech is about the constructivism, or it could be another topic?
Yeah, I told you. 3 people presented these diagrams today. 5 people will create videos. So that makes 8 people speaking about constructivism. But no more, please. Next week, some people will open their camera to present the micro teaching or to speak about the reading of the next week. We have 2 or 3 weeks to that.
Okay,
but not everybody will speak about constructivism because it's boring. 25 people presented their diagrams, with all the respect. Interesting diagrams you have. Keep it there for your documents. But now we have to move on. You have 3 more weeks of hard work.
Okay,
clear?
thanks.
I'm just giving the possibility of people who would like to take the 5% of the oral report. Okay, Clay, there is one. 4 more, write to my email or write in this moment with the monitor. Teacher, I want to transform my diagram because I did a good job. I want to transform it into a video in which you appear, or you present it, and that's it. La otra semana va a ser otro tema. La única persona que habla en cámara es Camila. Next time. Thanks a lot. I stop the recording now. Have a nice week, and
Teacher,
don't hesitate.
When I have to send you the video?
Before next week?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.